Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Jack. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm a professional when it comes to dating. I'm a dating coach, you see, because I've had relationships in the past, and they've all failed. So therefore, I know what I'm talking about. Now, we're gonna explore some people who have got some issues on the internet, and yeah, we're gonna apply a little spice. We're gonna apply a bit of spice, maybe not the spice you get in mayonnaise bags. Unless they consent to it. Okay. It wasn't originally part of the plan, but turns out that my whole recording system was also recording what we were talking about through Discord, so enjoy the extra tidbits. My boyfriend doesn't want to see me unless I tell him how much I weigh.
Dump his ass.
Dump his ass. My boyfriend and I have been together for a little under a year now. We are currently going long distance, but that is coming to an end soon, as I am going to his country permanently to live with my family. We'll be able to see one another, and I've been really excited about this. We talk every day, and each day he tells me how much he loves me and how beautiful he thinks I am. I have had absolutely no reason to doubt this, until recently anyway, as now I am wondering if he finds me attractive at all. Yeah, I understand your fears. He's obviously seen my body and told me he likes it. He knows I am insecure about it and tells me I have no reason to be insecure, but yeah, I am, because I'm a little bit chubby. Honestly, even with my insecurities, I know I don't actually look that bad. I may even like myself more than I care to admit. He always lifts me up and makes me feel beautiful, but now it's nearing the time that I am due to go there. He's been telling me he can't meet me unless I tell him my weight, because what if he sees me and thinks, nah. His words! Wow. How... Did they mention how long their relationship's been going for?
Just
a little under a year. So that's at least 10 months. Again, I'm insecure, and while I may not be fat, my weight is something that makes me feel deeply uncomfortable to share. He told me that he has told me his weight, so he deserves to know mine too. Different issue of standards that society puts on your body. I literally never asked because I personally don't give a flying frick about his weight. I've seen him, and I am attracted to him, and a scale wouldn't change that at all. Good on ya. I'd understand if he had never seen my body and was curious about how it was. However, he full well knows what I look like and had seemed to be attracted to me. Anyway, as you can imagine, I have taken this badly because it seems like such an unbelievable and rude condition on meeting me. I tried not to, but I teared up on a video call, and he told me I was being silly and doesn't understand why I am upset. All the while wearing the most infuriating half smile on his face. He has asked me my weight previously, but it was the first time he has ever said he won't meet me without knowing it. But he has never said anything like this before.
She says meet me.
Okay.
Like, you've never met before, but you've been dating for 10 months.
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense.
Kinda seems like catfishing, but not really.
Am I unreasonable for being upset about this? I do understand attraction and that he is absolutely allowed to be attracted to his girlfriend and have a preference in body type. However, I mean, come on, it's been ages, man. He's seen me the entire time, and I have literally lost weight since meeting him. I think if he thought I was too fat, he could have just blocked me ages ago and been done with it. Maybe it is important to note, I used to starve myself unless I was eating an isolation. Insulation.
It's getting a bit cold, gotta build up the insulation in this house.
I'm getting a bit cold, better stop eating. As I was afraid of people watching me eat and thinking of me as fat. Even then, I would only eat once a day. My body has always been something I am sensitive about, and while I am a lot better about it now, this is seriously triggering for me. Okay, so that's the story. Playing a bit of Sherlock Holmes here. What can we do? I say, especially, okay, they've had video chats, so they know that things aren't working out. Oh, jeez, I poured too much water.
This is entertaining.
Okay, yes. He's seen the video call. Don't you spill.
It sounds like you're peeing in a cup.
Does it sound like I'm peeing in a cup? Because I am. Okay. What I was trying to say, he's seen you already. He's seen you, and you've mentioned you've been losing weight. What I said at the start, dump his ass. Nah.
Like, why would you want to go and live with his family if he's already treating you so poorly?
Totally agree to that.
Like, moving to a country, not even just going for a visit, literally moving to a country for someone, and he's like, well, this isn't going to work unless I know how much you weigh.
What if he was just joking in a sense? What if he was just applying some banter? But I mean, I don't know. He would have at least come clean by now. Why would you say that to someone you've already seen? Like, you'd already know the answer. Unless it was only ever, just face chats. If I had a gavel, I'd hammer it down. Dump his butt.
Dump his ass.
Yeah. Next story. I'm a 24-year-old male and I got along extremely well with a girl until I found out she's just 18. She's adamant that it's okay, but I'm actually confused about what to do. Ooh.
Dump her.
Dump her
Dump
butt.
her ass. Every answer is just dump their ass.
Me, an intellectual. It's not something many people say on Reddit, but I think you should break up with them. I got along with the girl very well, flirting quite often and slowly converging toward a relationship. Before that happened, luckily, I just heard her mention some cultural references that made me ask about her age. Was she doing a Fortnite dance or something? Hang on, how old are you? To be honest, my first reflex was to tell her that this couldn't work with the difference in life experience and that we could stay maybe friends until someday in the future, and maybe we'll see at the time. Ooh, no, that's already a bad idea. Because for one, you're pulling her along, so either you are an a-hole for just dragging someone along against this blind hope, or she grows up and realizes what you're doing is really dragging her along, and so you come across as an a-hole to her. And yes, in a thing too, that can also be grooming. If if things happen in a way where you keep sticking around and keep flirting, but saying, oh, no, we're just friends, until you're 20 and then I'll bang you. She's adamant, though, that the difference isn't that big, and that it's a ridiculous reason to stop what we're starting to have. I mean, I do admit, we do get along quite well in the period that led up to this. I still think the 6 years difference to be quite big, and I feel like I would always be living in the shadow of the possibility of me having preyed on a child. Good. But after our talk, I'm also wondering if I'm actually just making a mountain out of a hill and overthinking this. Now, one comment I do want to highlight here. Are you really, really sure she's 18 and not just telling you she's 18 because she wants to be in a relationship? I mean, There's no mention of proof of ID here that you were shown. Like, it is so easy for her just to say she's 18. Yeah, I think you're right to honestly step back from this. It's like, I mean, yeah, sure, look, you can have a good connection with someone, but this could be a case of her just latching onto everything you like because she likes you. Because, hey, you're an older guy. You got yourself sort of sorted out. I like that about you. I'ma date you. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Em? Leave her?
Well, yeah, he said it in the first sentence. He was like, I should have ended it. It's like, yeah, you should have.
Yeah.
And then if they're in America, the whole other thing comes into play of like, you're not legal to drink or do anything until you're 21. So what? He's going to be hanging out with an 18, 19-year-old who's just started college when he's like in a career.
I'm a 17-year-old male and I believe my mum is 42, is having an affair with her personal trainer, 27. I decided to play detective and got some info, but still not sure, even though I feel pretty confident, although hesitant to tell my dad, who's 44, since I really am not sure yet. I wish I don't really have a Sherlock hat. Let's get our detectives on.
I'm the Aussie Sherlock Holmes, mate. Let's do this.
So yeah, I found this out since Mum has started to act weird lately. She started working out because she wanted to get into shape about a year ago. She worked out maybe once or twice a week, but then lately she's worked out from Monday to Saturday. Nothing unusual, but my mum got very fit and she started getting attention from guys, and she was increasingly more happy, which my dad had no problem with and seemed happy that she was happy. Now, Mom started acting kind of weird, and I asked Dad before I found out if he felt Mum had been acting weird, and he brushed it off. He just said that she feels good about herself, and genuinely, he was happy for her. Mum has been more affectionate, and I was not sure what the hell was going on. Like, she is not my mum anymore, and it almost feels like she switched brains with somebody else. It was getting disturbing, and one day I got curious when she said she would be late from work, and frankly, it had been bugging me for months. So I decided to bike over one evening to where she was working. The car was nowhere in sight, no lights in the building, the workplace has 2 floors, and even checked the local parking garage, every damn floor, no cars. Okay, I really hope this isn't ends up that the wife and the husband are going on some sort of kinky adult thing, and he's gonna stumble into it.
Either way, he's viewing some sort of sex.
I decided to go home and could not sleep. This was a Friday, and then on Saturday, I had confessed to a friend what I might be suspecting. He suggested I use the Find My iPhone app. Oh, this is getting juicy. I asked Mum if I could borrow her phone to look something up since mine was not charged. She unlocked it, and I enabled the app. She had her Apple password stored on the computer, so I used to be allowed to rent a movie on there when I was younger, so I knew the password to her Apple account. Anyways, she left for work, praying she did not turn off mobile data. I logged in and saw that the phone was nowhere near her workplace. Instead, she was in a neighborhood across town. I googled the address and found out a man lived there and searched for the name on Facebook. One mutual friend, guess who? And saw he worked as a PT at the gym where my mom went. Oh, that's some pretty strong evidence. Now, I was fairly certain that something was not right. I screenshotted the Find My iPhone app and map and the information I had. It was still no evidence that she was actually cheating, but I felt I had enough. She had lied to Dad about working late, and what the frick is she doing at her personal trainer's place on a Saturday night? Should I tell Dad about this and show him what I have now, or do I keep digging because I am fairly certain she is cheating? I mean, I still have not confronted Mum about it. I am, of course, going to tell him if that's the case, but accusing Mum of cheating when I am not 100% sure? Or what other possible reason could she have for lying to Dad and then being at her personal trainer on a Saturday night when she was supposed to be working late? I did decide to scroll down to the comments for this, and he mentioned it to Dad 2 hours ago. Turns out, he was right. Mama was cheating. Okay, he's posted the update, here we go. Hey everybody, I decided to follow the advice and told my dad and showed him what I had of evidence. Mum came home and decided to let Dad take it from here. She admitted to the affair, and I told Mum what my role in all of this was and what I had suspected something was off for quite a while. I told Dad he suspected something was off, but I was the one who told him. Dad was very calm. No yelling or screaming. He just calmly asked her what she wanted. Yes, I was listening. And then she said she wanted to try and save the marriage. She came up and talked to me, and I admitted my role in all of this and how I had suspected something was off for quite a while. Told her I was sorry, but you were acting very strangely, and it was driving me nuts. Mum just asked me why I did all of this. I just responded, funnily, I was about to ask you the same thing. Dad does not deserve this, I said, and she said no, he does not, and she was sorry. Oh, good on you, realizing your mistake after doing it. I also explained how her behavior lately was getting on my nerves and how it was bugging me. You were never that affectionate. You started giving me a kiss on the cheek more, hugging part of me, wondering if you were taking drugs. So yeah, that was weird for me. I said, hell, even my friends thought you were acting strangely, and I got questions at school from people wondering what has happened to you. I am letting them figure this out now. I am doing okay with this, and if a divorce happens, there is not going to be a custody issue since I turn 18 in December. So for me, things will not change that much. Dad and I decided to go see a movie later in the evening. We saw Suicide Squad. Bad title of a movie when you just realize that news. We saw Suicide Squad, had already seen it, but it was fun seeing it with him. Me and Dad used to go to movies a lot, and he is a movie buff, and we had not been because of COVID, so it was fun seeing a movie with him again. All in all, my dad is going to be okay. So am I. Dad made it clear to me, do not be mean to Mum, and treat her with respect. She is still your mum, and she loves you. Wow. Your dad sounds like a bloody great father. Oh, and that's nice. Someone in the comments has mentioned a subreddit that he can join called Surviving Infidelity. What? It's sad that such a sub has to exist, but also I'm glad that there are people who, support each other with that kind of thing. Next story, diving into my boyfriend of 8 years drunkenly cheated on me. Dump him. What? There is definitely got to be more to this story. I'm peeing into this cup. Surely they're self-aware to understand drunkenly is still cheating. When you are drunk, you are not incapable of being yourself. Drunk actions are sober thoughts. When you're drunk and forget things, you don't forget things. Your brain just isn't recording stuff anymore because all the alcohol in your system. So I'm a 24-year-old female, and I've been seeing my boyfriend, who's also 24, for 8 years. And we bought a house together 4 months ago. Oh, God. I got a full-time job half a year ago because I just graduated. My work schedule is the nearly opposite to his, so we don't see enough of each other, I think. When COVID restrictions were lifted, we were wanting to see more of our friends and spend time fixing up our house too. I think we aren't as emotionally connected as we used to be, and our bedroom life also isn't great. Barely any foreplay, so it's really hard for me to be in the mood, and barely ever having the stuff then. I think we both have gotten lazy and complacent. But apart from that, our relationship has always been great. So, 2 weeks ago, my boyfriend had went to a bar close by with his mates from work. I was in bed because I had work the next day. All his mates had been at the bar a while and already really drunk, so he had to catch up. Basically, he got so drunk he barely even remembers coming home. But on the way home, he walked a girl home who he works with and is on the way to our house. He became good friends with this girl, and I have even been to her house and had drinks with her. When I was at her house previously, she had asked if we had ever cheated on each other, and when I said no, she was shocked. She has even asked him about our bedroom life and how it has been going and giving my boyfriend advice. This ain't gonna be a friend of yours anymore. On the way home, she had asked him about our bedroom life again. After walking her home, they were so tired, so sat down on the sidewalk. She got on top of him and he cheated on me. He didn't initiate it, but he also didn't stop it. They didn't do it for very long and neither of them finished, they just stopped after a while. She had scratched his back during it and left marks obviously for me to see. Afterwards, she said, "I have corrupted you." Like now he is the same as her, so she must do this often to people. He came home sobered up and realized what he had just done. I was asleep until the next morning and my boyfriend was in bed. What the hell? Like, okay, I know drunk actions are sober thoughts, but also, when you are drunk, you also don't exactly have as much, I guess, physical standing as you normally would. Ooh, okay, this, I mean, yeah, he didn't stop it, but if he's so drunk he had to sit down on the ground for a bit. I went to work, and when there was only an hour left in work, I got a text message from him saying that he had done something really terrible and that we needed to talk about it in person. Obviously, when you see a message like that, you can guess what it's about. I honestly thought the text was a joke and didn't believe it at first, but when I thought he had cheated on me, I knew exactly who it was with. So when I came home, he told me everything and answered all the questions I had. I was at my mum and dad's for a while, but now I'm back in our house. He sleeps in the spare bed, and we have been trying to spend more time together and have now started couples counseling. He had to tell his work what happened as well, so that he works with her as least as possible. He has only told 2 friends, but he definitely has been affected by this just as much as me. He not only doesn't know who he is anymore, and never thought anything like this could happen. This is literally my worst nightmare come true. I like him because he was one of the good ones, but maybe that doesn't even exist. Could I get some advice on how to get through this? We really want to stay together. It's been easy when we are spending time with each other. It's when we are left with our own thoughts that's the hardest. Yeah, she makes an edit saying someone has just messaged saying that this was and she doesn't disagree with them, as she forced herself onto him and he never gave consent. Yeah. She did ask questions and he did answer them all, and I guess he never told her that he said yes to it all or that he wanted it, nor did he initiate it himself. Because, yeah, if you accuse him of just doing this, you know, free-willingly, you're kind of just victim blaming. It feels like a victim blaming situation. Wow, that's a real well done twist there. Like, okay, can we just go back to that too? The "I have corrupted you." Who says that? That, like, damn, it makes everything what she was doing in the past just working up to this. She saw you two as this couple that, look, you were having a rough patch, but you were still good together. And she saw that as like a challenge to destroy. That is messed up. Like, please make your relationship still work. Please do your best through the couples counseling just so you can go see her next time and just pound her right in the face with your fist to be like, yeah, so what? I'm still with him. That's my thoughts. Don't dump his butt. Oh, that's a little something new to say on this Reddit. In case anyone is actually wondering what the hell is on this mug, it is someone, a partner of mine. Well, it sounds like I'm on an open relationship. It's my girlfriend. Not that I have anything wrong with people in open relationships. Just realized the way I worded that sounded really dumb. That's my girlfriend. She got this for me for my birthday. So it's consensual objectification. Anyway, you've been amazing today. Pleasure rambling with you. I wonder if this video is going to be demonetized because of the bubbles. Anyway, have a fun one. Bye-bye. See you later.